Okay.
What does homecoming mean to you?
In a general sense, or what kind of sense would you want?
Just a general sense.
A general
of how you
sense.
feel about it.
Well, of course, I feel wonderful about it because I think it's kind of one of the pinnacles of the year that brings us all together.
Mm-hmm.
The university, the faculty, the staff, the students, the community. It's kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of one of those things that draws us all together. And of course, it's been going on for a long time, like at most universities, but I think it's become something that is very exciting here in Terre Haute and on the campus over the last 5 years.
Yeah, like, I'm from Terre Haute, and I grew up around the parade, and, like, I've always loved ISU because I've grown up in Terre Haute my whole life.
Okay, so you've seen a lot of parades.
Yeah, and I just knew that I wanted to come to ISU. Everyone was like, well, why didn't you want to go to a bigger university? I was like, well, I just love ISU. It's my hometown university.
And, you know, Dan and I, for the last 5 years, we've ridden our tandem bike in the parade. The first year we were here, they said, we'll get you a car. And I said, no, I'm not riding in a car. I said, I'll walk before I ride in a car. And then we thought, well, you know, because we do the tandem bike ride, it just seems such a perfect fit to jump on our tandem bike. So for the last this was the 5th year we've ridden our bike in the parade, and it's tradition now.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about the parade?
Oh, geez. My favorite part about the parade, well, one thing I really like to do is that Dan and I try to get there a little bit early. And so we get on our bike and we ride through all of the participants in the parade, everybody that's lined up and, you know, all excited. They've probably been there since 3 o'clock in the morning and they're exhausted and they're tired. But we just like to ride through all the participants and say hello and, you know, give them a shout out and thank them for being there. And then it's always fun to see the little kids at the parade. So because we're on the tandem bike and because I'm snapping pictures of everywhere we are, it's kind of hard for me to throw out candy. But I'm watching all the little kids of people in front of us who are grabbing all the candy, and the parents are making sure they don't get run over. And it's just fun to watch the little ones. And then the ISU band is always right in front of us. And so I feel lucky because I've got the music and the fight song and the drums and everything going in front of us. So I really get the feel of the parade where they put us in the parade.
Yeah, I guess you like pumped up, ready to
see
the game.
And then when we get to the end of the parade, we're close enough to the front that Dan and I just jump off at the foundation, and then we get to see everyone else that's participating. So we actually are a part of the crowd watching the parade. And it was a long one this year.
Yeah.
120 entries.
What was your favorite float? Or
anything?
I like the foreign, I don't know. But they had the flags.
Yes, that was at the end.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? After I saw them, I told Danny they should have had that at the beginning of the parade.
That
was amazing. It was so colorful. And you know, it represents so much of what we're trying to do on the university with diversity and getting to know people from all walks of life. Oh, I wish that would have been at the front, truly. But then the other one I really liked, which I thought was a great representation, is the sorority and fraternity that had taken the sculpture from the rec center and had made the small version of the runner.
It was cool.
That was really good.
Yeah, I was like,
that was good. And then, but all the floats were good, and they're fun because that's half of the fun is these groups getting together and putting the floats together. So I enjoy watching them, and then the community gets involved too, and then politicians.
Yeah, the politicians.
And everybody has candy, and then the other thing we think is funny is that I'm going to buy stock in Tootsie Roll this time next year. Because there were just thousands of pieces of Tootsie Roll laying on the ground, and finally it was the little kids are going, the Tootsie Roll, give me the Butterfinger, give me the Milky Way. Don't want the Tootsie Roll. So that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Out of all the homecomings you've been to, is there anything that particularly stands out?
Homecoming as in the parade or just in the homecoming?
Just homecoming in general.
I'll tell you what really stands out is that the first homecoming we went to, there were between 300 and 500 people in the stands. There was no real tent city. And in a matter of 4 years from then, there 8,000 people there. And we have this winning football team. We have this marvelous cheer section. We have this incredible band and the flags and the, you know, the people who do the guns and the cheer. I mean, it's just like there's so much passion and enthusiasm for it now. And to see the miraculous change in 4 or 5 years is just so rewarding. I guess that's what I find the biggest kick out of homecoming now. And everybody loves it. The alumni come back and they're just, they're so excited about it. And the new people are there and they're seeing all the excitement. And I think that's helped the walk a lot. You know, people really enjoy still doing the walk, but now people really want to get to Tent City because there's so much food and entertainment and music, and it's so festive that why not come and join in the fun?
I think it's nice how your husband has made like like sorority or fraternity people like more involved in the homecoming. I think that's nice for students that didn't want to get involved in that but can still be in homecoming.
Yes, and that's really important to us. And I think one of the things that's really made a difference is now in the trike race that we have all the organizations that want to participating. And he saw to it that there was no reason no one could participate because he made sure there were enough bikes on campus.
Yeah.
So everyone can have a trike that wants one. And so I think that, you know, there's this homogenous feel that we're all in this together. And the sororities and the fraternities and the, you know, people from the rec center and the people from the dorms and all across campus. The ROTC, you know, had a trike in there this year. So it's just fun knowing that we're all having a good time together.
I'm out of questions.
Yeah, other questions?
You're out of questions already. Let's think of a good question here. You know, when you think about homecoming, you think of how it influences all your senses. Sight, touch, sound, hearing. What's the last one?
Taste.
Taste. I mean, when you just think of Tent City, all the food, you hear the bands, you know, you touch people by greeting new people that you don't know with a handshake, and you give a big hug to those you do know. And you hear things and you see things like a winning football team and the band and the cheerleaders. I mean, every one of your senses is touched at homecoming in a very vivid way. And I think almost every homecoming here, it's been a blue sky since we've been here. And we've kind of moved the homecoming back to the 1st of October.
Yeah.
Because, first of all, we want the weather to be a little bit better, which it has been. And I think we get a little bit more participation. So, I don't know. I think we're going to keep homecoming closer to the 1st of October.
I like it because it's fall.
It is. And you kind of have the leaves on the trees.
Yeah, everything's real pretty out.
Of course, Friday, the day before this homecoming, I was not having happy thoughts. I have never seen so much rain in 6 months here as happened that Friday. But then Saturday just opened up to this beautiful day. It did. So, it's good. We love it. We plan to keep doing it as long as we're here. You know, see us on our tandem bicycle every year.
Definitely. What was your least favorite part, or did you think homecoming went well this year?
The least favorite part is that I just don't like to be cold anymore.
Yeah. It was
You got to put on the hat, the gloves, the coat. And last year it was really warm, and we didn't have all the clothes on we had on this year riding in the parade. But I don't really have anything I don't like, and I can't control the weather. I can just complain about it. So I think everything's great.
Yeah.
Go on, another question.
Like, do you have your family come from out of state or come to the homecoming? Like your grandchildren?
Well, we would love that. But our grandchildren live in the state of Montana and the state of California. And so they're too far away. And, of course, they're just in elementary school and junior high school. So they're not going to be able to leave school to come to the homecoming. You know, that's probably one of the hard things is that we don't have our family here to enjoy with us. But I Facebook on pictures, so I was really pretty obnoxious after this homecoming because they were going, Mom, how many more pictures do I have to respond to? So they don't they just like to see everything we're doing. So I send them pictures on Facebook, and that's how we keep in touch, or Skype, one or the other.
Do you like being the First Lady of Indiana State?
No, I love it.
You love it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a very blessed person. It's just, who wouldn't want to live in the middle of this campus? You know, people often wonder how we could live here. I said, well, how can you not live here? You guys keep us young, and there's always something to do. And I walk out of my front door every day and walk in a city park, and I just get stimulated by all of you walking around and everything you're doing. And you call me and ask me for an interview, and that makes me feel really good. So yeah, it's a great life. We've been doing it for a long time. It's what we are. It's what we do. So we love it. We do.
That's great. I love this house. It's so pretty.
It is, isn't it?
Amazing. Yeah.
Right. This house was built in. You can edit this out. I have terrible allergies, so you have to excuse me. And they just turn the heater on, and when that happens, my eyes.
Just water.
Yeah. This house was built in 1859 from that wall right there forward. So it's one of the oldest homes in the city of Terre Haute. And then the back of the house was added on in the early 70s by Rankin, I believe. I think by President Rankin. And so, you know, it's, I don't know, it's just a great place to live. We don't even know we live in the middle of a campus, truly. We don't hear anything. Did y'all go to the movie that they had at the beginning of school?
Yeah, the Hunger Games.
You know, we walked through and met people and said hello, but, you know, we were tired. We didn't watch the movie, so we came back to the house. And this room up here is kind of always kind of our upstairs study, where we just kind of go and sit and relax in the evening. So that looks right out over the quad. We couldn't hear the movie. That's how quiet this house is.
Yeah, because people are like, they probably get noise all the time.
No, we don't. Actually, I think living here is easier than living in a neighborhood.
Because you don't really have neighbors except for
11,000 people walking every day. Yeah. But you really don't know it. You really don't. And we entertain in the house a lot, students and, you know, and community people. And so last night we had a dinner here, and it was fun. And I don't know, we just meet a lot of great people, have a great time. I'm not ready to give it up yet. I'm not.
Well, you've only been here 5 years. You have a lot more.
Beginning of our 5th year. Yeah, it is. So it's good. If I can just get rid of my allergies, I'll pop in the antihistamines, but they're not doing it. Are y'all going to that political thing tonight?
I have work at the Boys and Girls Club, so I probably won't be able to make it.
Do you work at Boys and Girls Club?
I love it. It's the best job ever.
That's really cool. Do you do tutoring and stuff?
We have like different rooms, and sometimes I'm in the Learning Center, which is where you help the kids with their homework. But today I'm in the Arts and Crafts room.
Fun. Do you work on campus or anything?
No, I've been trying to find a job, and it's just not been good.
Hasn't been in the cards for you? So now you're walking around interviewing people.
Yeah.
That's not all bad. That's okay. That's good. So now you're compiling all of this and putting together a...
We're doing a website. We're going to have like pictures and the video and interviews. It's going to be cool. I'll bring it by
I'm going to look like I'm
you.
crying the whole time.
No, you won't.
Oh, jeez. Jeez.
I'll send you the links.
Edit out all of my watery eyes.
Okay.
You can practice doing editing.
Okay, I will.
That would be good. So, have y'all interviewed Dan?
Or one of our group members did yesterday.
Good.
I'm pretty sure she did.
Good.
And, we were just like, let's get the First Lady. I don't think anyone else has.
Nobody has. So you guys are, should I just give you an exclusive?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely an exclusive.
Okay. All right. Well, you were the first group to call me, so I'll just say if another group calls me that I've already done an exclusive. How's that?
Good.
I mean, I appreciate people who have the gumption to call us because we're really accessible. All you have to do is get in touch with us. The other day, the doorbell rang, and I went to the doorbell, and here's these 2 cute girls. And I'm going, well, hi, how are you? Can I help you? They went, Well, we just always wanted to come by and ring the doorbell and say hello. I said, he said, you guys are going to go a long way as you walk up here and say hello. So we visited for a while, and it was nice. It was good. Do you want to see the house down here?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Well, I'll tell you about this room first.
Okay.
They call this, we call this room
Yeah.
the